Tonight, it didn't seem to work.
Around the world, stock markets hemorrhaged hundreds of billions in wealth on the first day of trading since Standard & Poor's lowered the U.S. credit rating. President Obama attempted triage.
This is the United States of America. No matter what some agency may say, we've always been and always will be a AAA country.
The president said he hoped now there would be a renewed sense of urgency.
We didn't need a rating agency to tell us that we need a balanced, long-term approach to deficit reduction.
But as the president spoke, anxiety was spreading.
Holy cow.
From investors worried about their 401ks in New York to students worried about loans in California.
Of course I'm going to be concerned if something interest rates go higher. I mean, it's more money that comes out of my pocket.
And the slide on Wall Street continued. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped below 11,000 for the first time since November.
The turmoil may be largely driven by S&P, which also downgraded mortgage agencies Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, leading to fears of higher rates. But analysts say with an even more severe debt crisis in Europe, there's more going on.
It's not going to be the parties of the 90s and early part of the decade. It is a new environment we're in, and the market has to get used to it.
As for S&P, the agency that failed to predict the banking crisis is defending itself.
We're talking today about our government ratings, the group that I head up. That record remains very strong.
Even though two other agencies still rate the U.S. AAA, S&P says it has no second thoughts about the downgrade.
Absolutely not.
Scott Goldberg, ABC News, New York.
All right, let's carry this a bit further. Joining us now is Michael Feiner, CEO of Major League Investments.
Michael, the market dropped today even after the president spoke. Is there something that he could have or perhaps should have said that might have slowed or stopped the slide?
I think so. I think the president should have said that the stock market slid because of emotion and panic, and that people in America are uncertain. And he could remove that uncertainty in two ways. First, he could reassure America that American companies are highly profitable, they've never made more money. And secondly, he could end the political gridlock and propose legislation to create 1 to 2 million more jobs in exchange for tax reform legislation, for example.
And Michael, is this slide different from back in 2008, or are we seeing any eerie similarities?
I think this slide is very different than 2008. Usually most slides are different than other panics. The slide in 2008 was based on the banks not being able to constrain themselves, and they lent too much money to the wrong people. This slide is based on uncertainty in our political system. It is actually based on the banks' inability to actually lend money to corporate America and to individuals.
Michael Feiner, CEO of Major League Investments. Thanks for your time, sir.
And we'll have much more coming up on this tonight at 6 o'clock. In the meantime, log on to thebostonchannel.com for more age-specific advice to help you with your investments.
And also tonight, a critical deadline for petitioners who are trying to oust the mayor of Lawrence from his office.
News Center 5's Jorge Quiroga is live in Lawrence tonight. All right, Jorge, what was this deadline and what's next?